Hello everyone, welcome into Fatty's Feast, where we make the best food you'll ever eat without leaving your backyard. My name is Josh, and today we're not cooking any food. Today we're actually going to be discussing the top 10 things I wish I knew on my journey to monetization on YouTube. Let's get into it. So my assumption is if you're watching this video, you're not one of my normal subscribers. If you are one of my subscribers, hey, welcome in. Glad you could join us today. I'm going to be going over a lot of very valuable information. And if you are one of my subscribers and you're interested in starting a YouTube channel, you're going to want to stick around till the end. Once again, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Josh. I run this channel, Fatty's Feasts, and it's all about outdoor cooking. We cook on the Blackstone griddle. We cook on the Old Country Brazo smoker. If that's something you're into, I really invite you to check out my videos. Once you see this video, go through my channel, see if there's anything that interests you. Maybe you've been interested in cooking and you don't know where to start. Who knows? Just check out my other videos and hopefully I can inspire you to do something good. But this video today is going to be talking about those things I wish I knew when I started a YouTube channel on my journey to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which is required for monetization. So if you're watching this, I'm assuming you're someone that's wanting to start a YouTube channel, but you're sort of iffy. You don't know where to start. You don't know how much work it's going to be. Or maybe you're someone that already has a small YouTube channel and maybe you're stuck in that 300 subscriber mark. You just don't know what to do. You don't know how to proceed. Should you give up? Should you keep going? We're going to discuss all that today. So to give you a little bit of background, I started my channel in March of 2020. It was originally called Tubby Time. It's now Fatty's Feast. I got monetized in October of 2021, so just about 18 months. At the time of this filming, today is August 22nd, 2022, I currently have about 1,800 subscribers. So it took me 18 months to get to 1,000, and then hopefully by November I have 2,000. It's a slow process, but we're going. So right off the bat, I'm here to tell you I am not a huge channel, but I think I can provide you valuable insight because I am not a big content creator. When I first started YouTube, I too was looking up these videos on what to do to get to 1,000 subscribers and the 10 things I wish I knew and this and that, and here's the tips and tricks you need to get monetized. And all these videos were from these big content creators with millions of subscribers. And they all said the same thing. You know, you need catchy thumbnails. You need to use keyword-rich descriptions. You need to niche down. You need to interact with people, heart comments, reply, all that good stuff. But what's going to set this video apart from all of those is the things I'm here to tell you today are the things I didn't see in any of those videos. And honestly, it would have made my life so much easier if I knew these 10 things when I started a YouTube channel. So I really hope I can help you out today in your journey to monetization. Before we start, if you could just smash that like button if you find any value in today's video, please get this content out to more people so I can help others. Also leave a comment on things maybe you've learned in your journey to monetization, things you're struggling with, maybe some things I didn't mention that can help other creators. We're all a team on YouTube. We're all here for the same purpose, to entertain and to provide value to others. Without each other, we couldn't succeed. So do your part, comment, share, like, etc. So without further ado, let's talk about my number 10 tip. And that is, you got to just press record. Now, I might have lied. I might have said these are all my original tips, but this one I actually stole from somebody. But it's so important to me because this is something I wish I did many years ago. This catchphrase was actually developed by Sean Cannell, who's the CEO of the channel Think Media. If you're a content creator, you're gonna wanna check this channel out. Their main focus is equipment reviews, cameras, microphones, lighting, all that good stuff. But what they also do is give creators really good content development tips. And one of Sean's biggest things he says is you gotta just press record. Now, what does that mean? It means that you can't just say, I wanna start a YouTube channel and then not do it. You can't just sit around hoping that something's going to happen and say, yeah, I'm going to be a YouTuber, but never actually do it. The only way you're going to 100% fail on YouTube is if you don't press record. And like I said, this tip is so important to me. I wanted to start a YouTube channel for probably 5 years before I actually did it. But I'm a guy of excuses. I didn't have the equipment. I didn't have the money. I didn't have the time. I didn't have the space to film. I was afraid of what my friends were going to think of me. You know, all that bullshit that we just think in our heads. And when the COVID pandemic finally came about and I was bored out of my mind, I said, you know what? Fuck it, this is the time I'm gonna do it. I frequently think back and say, what if I had started my channel when I wanted to, when I was 25 years old instead of when I was 28? And really, you can't dwell on the past, but I still think about it, and I wonder where I'd be today if I had done that. The biggest fear people have in starting their channel is they look at these channels with millions of subscribers, right? And they say, I can't make a video like that. Or maybe you can. Good for you if you have those skills. I definitely don't. But here's the thing. Your first video is going to be your worst video. I have no shame. I'm gonna put a link to my first video right here, and I'll put it in the description. You can check it out. It's horrid, it's cringeworthy, it's terrible. But guess what? As time has gone on, every video I've done after that has gotten better. I've gotten better audio, better lighting, better editing skills. It all gets better. And the more you do it and the more you practice, the better you're gonna be. So today's your day. If you haven't started a YouTube channel, when you're done watching this video, just go out and press fucking record. That's the only way you're going to make your dreams come true. My number 9 tip is sort of stemming off that, and you're gonna see this trend as we go through and stemming these tips off each other. But number 9 is you don't need the best equipment to start a YouTube channel. There's really 2 things you need in order to make pretty decent quality videos. First thing, a computer, but not just any computer, a computer that's capable of handling some type of video editing software. I personally use DaVinci Resolve. It's free, and you get the basic stuff you need. You know, you can do cuts, you can do dynamic zoom, you can do color grading, you can do audio, all that good stuff. And you can pay for something if you want to do that. I'm not a pro at editing videos, so that is fine for me and it gets the job done. And the other thing you need is this smartphone. See, I have my preview on here. You can film with a smartphone. Many people forget this isn't 2007 anymore. These phones, these things we have in our pockets are amazing. You know, film has come a long way just with pictures. You know, you used to have to go get your pictures developed. You used to have digital cameras where you'd upload them to your computer. Now we carry these amazing creation devices in our pockets. And let me tell you something, the audio on these things is second to none nowadays. Some of you that watch me regularly know that I'm a drummer in a band, LV3. And I have some drumming videos up on our band channel. You can check that out. I'll put a link in the description as well. But I will frequently send clips of myself drumming to my band members if I'm working on a song and say, hey, what do you think of this? And the audio is good enough. It's pretty clear. The compression on these things is amazing. I remember back in the day, I used to film with my computer and it would sound like shit because drums are loud. But nowadays it comes out pretty well. So if equipment is what's stopping you from making a YouTube channel, don't worry about it. As time goes on and you get more funds to put toward your channel, I would say upgrade your audio first. That's a key thing. I'd rather watch a shitty quality video with great audio than a real good quality video with shitty audio. Then get some decent lighting, and then you can upgrade your camera. You know, just take it in baby steps. There's no rush. You don't need a $4,000 camera and a $500 audio system to make it work at first, okay? So just use what you have and record your first video. My number 8, that's 8, right? My number 8 tip is there's no get rich quick strategy for YouTube. Now I have a personal channel that I search like, you know, my whatever I'm interested in, but I also have my brand channel, and with those recommendations on my main page, I get videos about, you know, content creation and stuff like that. I like to keep it separate. But one thing I get constantly on my homepage is how this creator blew YouTube up, how this guy got 1 million subscribers in 6 days, yada, yada, yada. Some people are different. Some people are lucky. Some people have the funds and the means to get a really good quality video right off the bat and it blows up. Most people, like us, we don't have that luxury. Now I always push further education. Watch Think Media, watch channel makers, watch these people that will give you really good advice on building your channel. But don't spend your time watching all these get rich quick strategies for YouTube and not employ any actual real tactics to grow your channel. You can better spend that time working on making videos and editing videos and getting your videos to a point where they're better than your last one. And I realized that pretty early on that these get rich quick strategy videos are not going to help me get to where I want to be on YouTube. So don't waste your time, film your videos, make your content, and just every day get better at doing what you do. My number 7 tip, and this is something that discouraged me pretty much from the get-go. Don't compare yourself to other channels and see where they're going versus where you're going. Now, and I don't even mean comparing yourself to big name channels. Like, yeah, obviously don't compare yourself to Mr. Beast because you're not Mr. Beast. I'm talking more of don't compare yourself to channels that maybe started around the same time you did or started afterwards, because you're just going to get discouraged. Now, if you want to look at these channels and say, what are they doing that I'm not? That's one thing. But if you sit there and dwell on the fact that they started 6 months after me and they already have 10,000 subscribers and I'm only at 200. This is bullshit. I suck. YouTube hates me. It's not going to help you and it's not going to make you feel good in the long run. I made this mistake early on where I looked at some other cooking channels that started around the same time that I did, and I would constantly dwell on the fact that I think my videos are better than theirs. Why am I not getting the subscribers? Why am I not getting the views? What am I doing wrong? Do I suck? Do people hate me? And you just can't do that. You just got to block that out and focus on what you want to do. And I really want to drive this point home by looking at some of my favorite channels and showing you really what I'm talking about. So the first channel I want to look at is Binging with Babish, or Babish Culinary Universe. You've heard of him if you're into cooking. Maybe even if you're not into cooking, you've heard of him. He has a great channel. He got big by making copycat recipes from TV shows. So he did, the Krabby Patty, the deep fried Krabby Patty from SpongeBob, if you're my age, you remember that. He did the milk steak from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So that's how he grew his channel. It's really entertaining and it provides a lot of value for people. But looking at his channel, he has 9.8 million subscribers. Insane, right? Huge channel. At the time of this recording, he has 537 videos. Now, looking back, he started publishing regularly, and I'm going to say that because some people start their channels earlier than they start publishing, especially if you have a personal account. He started publishing regularly February 10th, 2016. So in total, that's 6 years and 6 months to get to where he is today. If you think about that, that's mind-blowing. That's over 1 million subscribers a year. But then if we take a look at another channel I really enjoy, Sam the Cooking Guy, he's in a different spot. Now, Sam had somewhat of a following when starting YouTube. He was on public access doing cooking out in the San Diego area, I believe. And his channel currently focuses on these insane recipes he makes in his backyard. It's really something to watch if you're into really cool recipes and stuff that's out of the ordinary. He has 3.38 million subscribers, but he did this with 1,555 videos. So he has 3 times the amount of videos that Binging with Babish has. And he has a third of the subscribers. And then to look even further into this, he started his channel July 22nd, 2011. That's 11 years and 1 month to get to where he is today. And he's changed his channel over time. He went from being a channel that started with like cooking podcast and stuff like that to recipes indoors, just in the kitchen, no rhyme or reason to them. And now he's found his niche. He focuses on outdoor cooking. And he involves his sons in the filming process. They have great production value as well. And that's what makes his videos special, along with his personality. Let's keep going. Let's look at another one of my favorite creators who was a big inspiration for me to start barbecue, Mad Scientist Barbecue. If you're into barbecue and smoking, you definitely know who Jeremy Yoder is. I get comments all the time from people saying Jeremy Yoder did this, Jeremy Yoder did that. Now, what makes Jeremy's channel special is he was a science teacher who was into barbecue as a hobby, and he takes his knowledge of science and integrates it into barbecue. So he actually talks through the process of how barbecue is the way it is and what happens in the cooking process and all that really good stuff, which is really, really interesting. So he currently has 479,000 subscribers. He has 202 videos. So nowhere near Binging with Babish, right? But he has 2/5 of the videos that Binging with Babish has. He started his channel on November 6th, 2016, which is 5 years and 9 months, which, if you're wondering, is 69 months to be precise. Nice. And what's cool about him is a few years ago when I started following him, he had, I think it was like 40 to 50,000 subscribers. Now he has grown exponentially, especially in the last 2 years or so, and his videos just keep getting better and better and more helpful. Let's get into my favorite griddle creators. Hungry Hussy. I've been watching this Southern boy since I got my Blackstone griddle. He's very entertaining and creative. I love seeing his recipes, and he's even dabbing with smoking now and going more toward the outdoor cooking realm. He has 135,000 subscribers and has 363 videos. He started publishing regularly May 24th of 2017, which is 5 years, 2 months to date. But then if we look at who I consider the godfather of Blackstone griddling on YouTube, Mr. Todd Tovin. This guy was the one that got me into griddling in the first place. Now, Todd, even though he's the godfather of Blackstone griddling on YouTube, he just hit 100,000 subscribers recently, and he did this with 671 videos. Now, Todd's a unique case because he started his channel in February of 2008, February 8th to be exact. So he's had his channel 14 years, 6 months. But he started his channel as more of a vlogging channel to focus on his hunting experiences and cooking in the mountains and really interesting stuff like that. It wasn't until he published a Blackstone griddling video and saw the response to that and said, maybe I should do more of these. because I'm getting the views. And he first did that March 14th of 2013. So realistically, he's been doing the Blackstone griddle thing for 9 years, 5 months. Now, what I love about Todd is he has a passion for using the Blackstone griddle, so much so that Blackstone actually found him, searched him out, and offered him a job as the official spokesman of the company. So this guy is living the dream. He's going around cooking in Walmart parking lots, doing demos for people, and his personality just shines. And it's not, there's no question in my mind why he got that job, because he's just one of a kind. Now, just comparing those two themselves, Hungry Hussies come right out and said, I love Todd. He was my inspiration to start a YouTube channel, and he surpassed him. So I know I've talked a lot about this, but just don't compare yourself to other channels, because if any of these guys stopped doing what they loved because they didn't think they were growing as fast of a rate as they should have been, they wouldn't be here today, and they wouldn't be providing value to me personally. And I probably wouldn't have started a YouTube channel, because these are the guys that really made me want to start doing video and start entertaining and start doing all this stuff. So just stay on the path you're on. Keep doing what you do. Keep doing what you love. Do it the best you can, and you will see growth over time. My number 6 tip for you is you really got to niche down. And yes, that's something that other creators have said, but I want to really push this. Now, I originally started this channel with my then girlfriend, Kayla, and the idea of it was just cooking in general, but we were going to add a little bit of a twist to it with some couples comedy thrown in. And we thought, who's not going to love that? Who's not going to love a little bit of cooking and a little bit of comedy? Turns out a lot of people didn't care for it. And what I noticed over time is people weren't watching our cooking videos in the kitchen. They weren't watching our dessert videos. They were watching the barbecue videos and the Blackstone griddle videos. So I had to make that decision to really niche the channel down and focus on those things that people were watching. And I'm going to get more into that when I talk about the next tip. But the point I'm trying to make is you can have a bunch of interests, but you need to pick one. If you do cooking one day, and then the next day you do gaming, and then the next day you do landscaping, people aren't going to know what your channel's about. And more importantly, the YouTube algorithm won't understand what your channel's about. They're not going to be able to adjust to the audience that you're trying to attract, because you're just all over the place. Now, going back to you got to just press record, maybe you don't know what you want to do your channel about, and that's completely fine. You can experiment when you first start out. That's the luxury of YouTube. But as time goes on, you need to get further and further and further into your niche. And you might look at other channels that have millions of subscribers and be like, well, but they're successful and they do videos on a bunch of different things. Well, that's because they're big channels. They have a following. People like the creator for who they are. When you're first starting out, no one gives a fuck about you. You really got to hone in on what you want to do and hone in on something specific. And weirdly enough, the more specific you are and the more niche you are, the better off you're going to be. My next tip, number 5, we're halfway through, and this is where I get pretty deep with the things I really, really wish I knew when I started YouTube. I know the other ones are providing value, hopefully, and if they have, please press that like button once again. But these are ones that I can't stress enough. My number 5 tip is you're not going to please everyone. Be prepared for people to hate you. Be prepared to lose subs. It doesn't mean you're failing. It just means you're getting better. Something you might think is really entertaining, or something you think is going to be really popular with viewers, just might not be, and that's okay. You got to figure that out the hard way. I want to talk about a personal example of this, actually. I was subscribed to a channel where they did dipping tobacco reviews. I used to be a heavy tobacco user, and I would watch these reviews and go out and get my dipping tobacco and all that good stuff, and I really enjoyed the content. But then this creator started doing weird shit. He started making like music videos, and then he would start doing videos like bashing the CEO of YouTube and how YouTube sucks and how YouTube hates him, and they keep demonetizing his videos, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And after a few months of this and not seeing the content I originally subscribed for, I unsubscribed. And over time, you're going to have that happen, especially if your channel is in all different directions and you decide to niche down. Just like there are channels out there about doing makeup. Like, yeah, I don't care about that. I'm a dude. Or there's channels out there about doing hiking and biking and all that good stuff. Yeah, I like to hike, but I don't follow people's vlogging adventures when they hike mountains. I use YouTube for educational purposes, for cooking, for music videos, for stuff that interests me, and that's okay. That's what it's here for. It's the second biggest search engine in the world. So the better you get and the more you publish and the more you do, you're gonna lose subscribers from time to time, and that's okay. The bigger you get, you'll still lose subscribers, but you're gonna gain more in the long run, and you're not gonna realize it. So it can be very heartbreaking when you first start out to see, oh, I just lost a subscriber. Oh, I just gained one. Oh, now I lost 2. but just keep doing what you're doing. I want to actually put up a graphic of my subscriber growth. So here's the graphic over time. You can see that I've steadily grown. It keeps going up and up and up, which is a good thing. But then when I look at this graph, which is my lifetime subscriber activity, you can see I'm all over the place. I lose subscribers here and I go up here and I gain 10 in a day, but then I lose 2. That's going to happen. Don't stress over it. My number 4 tip for you is don't be afraid to change your channel, especially when you're first starting out. Now, going back to being in totally different directions on your channel, I want to talk about 3 videos that I personally have that have gained me the most subscribers. And these are in 3 different areas. So I've gained a lot from, the cooking and the smoking stuff, but I just want to give you an example. So this first one is my best griddle accessories video. This has gained me, without a doubt, the most subscribers. And this is good because that's what my channel is about. It's about outdoor cooking. But if we move on to another video, this video is about a bread maker. This is Kayla doing a review of her Cuisinart bread maker. That gained us quite a few subscribers at the time. And then another video I did was a review of the Sunday lawn care product. And that gained me some subscribers. So here we have 3 completely separate videos with 3 separate topics that were gaining me subscribers. And what was happening is I would put a cooking video up and I'd probably lose some of the subscribers from the lawn video, and then I might put a baking video up and I'd lose some subscribers from the griddle video. And it dawned on me that I screwed myself by making these 3 totally different videos. So because my Blackstone griddle video was getting me by far the most subscribers, that was enough convincing for me to take a step back, look at my channel, and really change it. And of course, I was afraid that, oh my God, I'm gonna lose all these subscribers. But guess what? It doesn't matter, because the people that subscribed to me for the bread maker or for the lawn care stuff, they weren't watching my channel. They weren't watching these videos that I was putting up doing outdoor cooking, and that was screwing me in the long run. So if you see a trend, and this is where it's very important to look at your YouTube analytics, if you see a trend in one direction, this video's more popular than another one, maybe you might have a viral video that, gives you a bunch of activity that you didn't mean to make or something like that, but you can use that to your advantage. Going back to Todd Tovin, that's what he did. He saw that there was a trend with his Blackstone cooking video, and he just kept going off that. He kept moving off that momentum. And when you're a small channel with less than 10,000 subscribers, even, I don't know what the magic number is, but if you're a small channel and you decide to change, cool. Do it when you're small. Don't wait till you have 100,000 subscribers and then say, well, fuck this, I don't want to do this anymore, I want to go to gaming now, because you're going to screw yourself. Do it while you're small. Experiment while you're small. Do those little things, change this, change that, see how your viewers react to it, and use that to your advantage. The longer you wait to change, the more you're going to hurt your channel in the long run. My number 3 tip. Now, this is very important and unfortunate, but when you pick a topic to make your channel about, be prepared to fucking hate it. I've had a passion for cooking for a while, and that's because I grew up in a house where my mom couldn't cook. Love you, Mom, but you know the deal. So I self-taught myself cooking via YouTube, via cookbooks, whatever. And I am by no means a professional chef. I ain't Gordon Ramsay. But when I decided to make a cooking YouTube channel, I never thought that I was going to hate cooking as much as I did come 10 months into having this channel. And the reason for that is YouTube just kills whatever your passion is to a degree. YouTube is a part-time job. It's a lot of work. So what would happen frequently was I would say, okay, I want to make burgers on the griddle tonight. Oh, shit. Should I make a video? I haven't done a video this week. And that just takes a lot of time, especially when you're hungry. You add an extra hour because you have to film and set your stuff up and get everything perfect. And then you have to do the thumbnail and you have to do the taste test and all this shit. You can't just sit down and eat your meal. A 15-minute cooking process turns into an hour and a half. Same thing with gaming. You got to set everything up. You can't just go on your computer and play games. You got to make sure everything's good and do this and that and the other thing in order to prepare for your video, and then shoot the video and then edit, blah, blah, blah. Going back to cooking, I'm making this video because I am going to Nashville next week and I'm not going to be home for 2 weeks. So I'm not going to have food sit in my fridge and go bad just to make a YouTube video. So I have to purposely plan my videos around my work schedule and when am I going to eat this food? I don't want it to go bad. I might need to defrost some stuff. Maybe I'm doing a brisket video and I need 16 hours to cook the brisket, but then I also need to be around the next day to let it rest and do the taste test and all that good stuff. And then I got to make sure people are going to eat it because it's a 12-pound brisket and I don't want any of it to go to waste. So there's all these factors you don't think about. It's not as easy as just going outside and throwing some shit on the griddle or on the smoker and filming a video. There's a lot of planning that goes into it. And that killed my passion for cooking for a while. There was a time I took a hiatus from cooking because I just didn't want to cook anymore. I was sick of it. And that was because of YouTube, unfortunately. So you just got to mentally prepare for that and realize that, okay, I can't just go about doing my passion if I'm going to make a YouTube channel without taking these extra steps into consideration. And I'm not even going to get into video editing and how much time I spend doing that, because that just makes me want to pull my hair out sometimes. So just keep that in mind. I hope it doesn't happen to you, but it happened to me where I just lost some fire and passion for what I love doing. But if you do it right and you take some time for yourself, you shouldn't have that problem. Leading into my number 2 tip, don't be a slave to the YouTube algorithm. I can't tell you how many freaking videos I saw of all these content creators when I first started that were like, if you want to be successful on YouTube, you need to publish once a week. Otherwise you suck, you're going to fail, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Now let me preface this by saying, if you start a YouTube channel and you do 3 videos in a week and then you take 3 months off and then you do 2 videos another week and then take 6 weeks off, and then you're just sporadic and all over the place, yeah, your channel's not gonna grow. You're just not gonna see the growth that you want, and you're not going to be successful. YouTube awards those content creators that frequently publish videos. And the more videos you publish, the better YouTube learns you, the better you reach your core audience. But if you need a mental break, take a goddamn mental break. Yeah, I know you might want to grow your channel. I know you might feel like you're stagnant. I know you might feel like, oh my God, my channel's not going anywhere. I need to do something. I need to publish more videos. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I had to take a hiatus from cooking. I think it was a month and a half. I didn't publish shit for videos. What I noticed when I stopped publishing for 6 weeks was I saw no change in views, no change in subscribers that was any different than what I normally get. And I said, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck this publishing every week. If I need a mental break, I'm going to take a mental break. And I was just so scared that, oh my God, if I stop publishing, people are going to hate me. They're going to notice. And really, no one gave a flying fuck. Your mental health is more important than this goddamn YouTube animal. So don't allow YouTube and your drive to be successful on YouTube to take over the most important thing, which is you. YouTube is a part-time job. And just like any job, anything we do in life, we need breaks. And what makes me really happy is a lot of bigger creators now are coming out and saying, hey, yeah, I have mental health issues because of YouTube, because of where I'm at, because I worked too hard to publish my channel and to get content out there. And it's very comforting to know that all these people are in sort of the same spot, because I've been there. And now that this is coming to the forefront, I think you're going to see more creators say, yeah, don't worry about publishing a video every week. Yeah, you don't want to be sporadic. Yeah, you want to publish every week if you can, but plan some breaks. You know, that's what sucks about my channel is summer is the best time to do outdoor cooking, right? And especially, I'm from Connecticut. I live in the Northeast. I hope I won't be here the rest of my life, but cooking in the winter sucks. I don't like smoking when there's a blizzard rolling through. You know, the wind affects your fire. The wind affects my Blackstone griddle. It's frigid. I hate the winter time, but I still got to put videos out. And honestly, the winter is when I have the most time. During the summer right now, like I said, I'm going to Nashville for 2 weeks. This video is coming out while I'm there. A few weeks ago, I was in California for 3 weeks. I didn't have any videos lined up, and you know what? That's okay, because I wasn't going to bust my ass to try to get shitty videos out because I just needed to publish every week so I could give my viewers content because I'm going to lose subs or something. It doesn't matter. You're going to be fine. So take your breaks. It's very, very important. I can't stress that enough. Take your breaks. If you don't, you're going to lose passion and you're going to lose your creative side. And breaks are good for you to really, spin up some ideas once in a while. And last but not least, my number 1 tip before we get to it, once again, like this video if you found any value. If you stayed till the end, I really, really appreciate it. I really hope I helped you out in some way, shape, or form. Leave me a comment. I love hearing from you guys once again. My number 1 tip, and this is probably the hardest thing that I had to realize, was no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck about you. And I say that, I don't mean that to be rude, but don't expect support from friends, family, coworkers, people you think support you in any endeavor you do. Maybe they support you, but don't think that they're going to be all about what you're doing on YouTube. People have weird motives, and the human nature is people don't like to see success. A lot of people are envious of success, and I came to that realization very quickly. Not saying that I have a lot of people that are envious of me. What I'm sort of going at more so is when I made this channel, I expected, I was afraid of what my friends were going to think. Oh my God, what are my friends going to think when they watch this? What's my family going to think? And it was very unconventional because we were a couple making fun of each other and doing all this weird shit while cooking. Now not so much, because I'm very focused. It's just me, and I'm very focused on my barbecue and stuff like that. But I thought, oh my God, my family's going to watch every one of my videos. I need to, cater to them, and my friends are going to want to see something. I got to cater to them. And really, I don't give a fuck. And you shouldn't really give a fuck either. You do what you want to do. And at the end of the day, my family and friends aren't the ones that keep me going. It's all of you guys that are strangers to me, but support me and talk to me and leave me comments and email me and reach out. That's what keeps me going. It's your support, not these other fucking people. I could care less. I of course have friends that watch my channel, and I love you guys. I think of my buddy Derek. I'm gonna name drop here because I can. My buddy Derek's come over and he's sat out with me drinking beers and helping me film, and he's been in taste tests before. My mom's been in taste tests before. My friend Pete made me that freaking amazing cutting board. You see, he watches all my goddamn videos. I have coworkers that watch my videos and they love it. But the majority of my friends don't, and that's okay. I was so nervous to make a YouTube channel for that reason. It's a dumb excuse, but I was so nervous. And I was so nervous when I finally put out on Facebook that, hey, I made a YouTube channel, right? Oh my God, hope you guys like it. And the response wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Just thinking about it a little bit, I'll go back to my mom. My mom doesn't watch all of my videos. I don't think she knows that I mention her in half my fucking videos. She watches some of them, but for being your mother, you'd be like, oh, she's gonna watch all my videos. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on half the time. She's elderly. Love you, Mom. My brother, Sean, who's helped me immensely with this channel. When I first started YouTube, he said, are you sure you want to do that? Because it's a fucking pain in the balls. Because he has a YouTube channel. And knowing me, he knows me the best, said, yeah, you're gonna do this for like 2 months, get sick of it, and then be like, fuck this, I'm done. Which is how I am in life. I go through a phase, I'll be obsessed with something for 2 months, and then I'll be like, nah, fuck this shit, I'm not interested anymore. Which it hasn't happened with YouTube. Almost did, but it hasn't yet. But then I go to my friends, and with the shit they said to me, one of my friends said, yeah, I don't watch your videos because I don't want to hear you talk more than I have to. Because he is one of my best friends and he sees me all the time and he doesn't want to listen to me when he doesn't have to. He doesn't want to go to bed at night watching my videos and being like, oh, that's what I want to fall asleep to, Josh's voice. I had another friend that was like, nah, your videos are too long. I saw they were over 10 minutes. I'm like, nah, I don't have the time. I don't have the attention span. Maybe if you cut them down, I'll watch them. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that because I want to go in depth on things I'm talking about. Maybe they are long for some people. That's a popular opinion. But for me, they're the perfect length. That's what she said. Not to me. I had another friend that was like, are you stupid? Why are you doing that? They were like, oh, YouTube's dying. You should make a TikTok, which I have a TikTok. TikTok's Fatty's Funnies. That's where I put out my comedy videos. But yeah, TikTok's the next big thing. And at the time, that was something I thought of, like, oh, maybe they're right. But I'll be honest with you guys, as time has gone on, I've not regretted that at all. I have made just about the same amount of money in a year being monetized on TikTok that I do in a month on YouTube. And that's not a lot, trust me. But YouTube is the second largest search engine. It's not going away, it's not gonna die, whereas TikTok might be like a Vine. If you remember Vine, it might just go away at some point. Who knows? I had other friends that were just obsessed with like, oh, well, how much money are you making? Are you making a lot of money? And when I'd say no, they'd be like, well, then why are you doing it? Well, you gotta start somewhere, right? You're not gonna be able to make money on YouTube unless you put in the work and the effort. And that goes for anything in life. So yeah, I wasn't making money at the time, but now I am. It's not much, but it's just gonna go up from here. And it has been. And then of course, like I said, I have my supportive friends that I love to death that watch my videos and comment, and they're probably gonna cringe at the fact I mentioned them. But that can be one thing that's just really hard to accept, is that no one cares. Just no one cares about you until you're big, until you have a following. And for the people that are watching this that are my subscribers, you kept me going. So I want to personally thank you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because without your guys' support, I wouldn't keep doing this. And I hope that I can get some of you guys that are watching this that are maybe aspiring content creators or are content creators, are smaller channels, to connect, and maybe we can do some stuff together, or maybe I can help you in some way. Like I said, I'm not a huge channel. Someday, I hope I am. But right now, I'm focusing on what I like to do, and I'm focusing on making the best possible content I can, and that's all you can do to grow your channel and to be successful on YouTube. So that being said, I want to close this video out. Once again, thank you guys for watching, especially if you watched till the end. I know it was a longer video, but these topics and these things I've learned are just so important to me that I wanted to get them out there, and I wanted to help some of you that may be struggling. Don't forget, if you're into cooking, check out the rest of my channel, check out some of my other videos, let me know what you think, and hopefully you can find inspiration in your life as well. And if you haven't filmed your first video on YouTube yet, go press record. This is your time. Do it. I hope to hear from you soon, but until next time, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay tuned.